Going on, everyone? I wanted to bring up this press release from Canoe Financial. So I think this has been going on for the last year. Maybe it was last year and the year before, but they do a voluntary cash redemption of the Canoe EIT income fund. This is the EIT.UN. So with the monthly 10-cent distributions, this is a closed-end investment fund that I hold. And this is just a press release talking about how that you can redeem voluntary cash redemption by December 5th, 2025. So basically what my understanding of this is you get to redeem your units at a price of 95% of the NAV. That's what it's saying here. 95% of the net asset value for the 3 trading days preceding December 5th, 2025. So this is like if you're a unit holder by a certain date, I guess you can, it says here you can contact your investment advisor or your brokerage firm to ask to partake in this voluntary cash redemption. So here's some dates. October 3rd to 14th is basically when you can sign up for the redemption. And then looks like from December 2nd to December 4th, they take the average NAV of those days, and then they'll pay you out on December 30th. So a couple of reasons why I'm not doing this. I'm actually going to hold my canoe until next year, just for tax purposes. My income from my day job is dropping now, and then next year I'm going to be in a whole different tax situation. We sold some properties and stuff like that this year, so I'm not trying to trigger a lot of capital gains taxes and other unnecessary taxes right now because we're still going through the year. I've had a bunch of dividends, work income, property sales, etc. So I'm not trying to do this right now, although basically what you get is, I'm going to show you guys the NAV here of Canoe EIT. So you get 95% of the NAV, and so it's trading today at 15.50, and the NAV is 16.16. So you're getting, probably over 50 cents extra per unit if you partake in this annual redemption. Now, a couple of things I want to mention with Canoe. It is income oriented. It's what it says, all the rest. However, I'll say this. When I first bought this fund, this little blurb here, this little page you're seeing, monthly distributions, discipline, bottom up, blah, blah, blah. Well, at the bottom here, it says annual redemption feature, up to 10% of outstanding units at 95% of NAV. So this is like a nice perk for unit holders. You get to partake in this redemption feature. However, you have to end up selling units. So now you've sold off your investment. You've got a higher premium for your units, but you've now sold them. So you've lost your monthly dividend. When I first bought this fund, there was, a sentence in here. I don't remember it having this annual redemption. I remember it saying targeting 10% yield is what it said somewhere on here. And I don't see that anywhere anymore. I don't see that they're targeting a certain yield or anything like that. Someone commented on one of my videos a while ago, and they said that they see Canoe as like a deluxe bond type of thing. And, I think that's pretty accurate now because you've got these different redemption features, and, it's never missed dividends, but it's never increased dividends. The yield's like below 7.5%. Yeah, 7.75%. So really, to sum it up, guys, this is a great fund. You can see their returns here, 2024, 2023, right? You can see all of their returns. They've never missed any dividends. 10-year return of 12.5% on their website. There's no doubt that it's a great investment and, good value. And I do like some of their holdings. Specifically, they've got, a lot of they've got oil, they've got some railroad, they've got ARC Resources here, which I'm happy to see they have that. I have some friends up in Northern Alberta that work for ARC, and it sounds to me like they've got some really good things going on. So I feel like that's a good, stock to have in there. But, there's all big cap names, Visa, RBC, American Express, it's a great fund for sure. They know how to manage it. It's been around. And I'm not knocking it at all, but as an income investor, and you're seeing these new ETFs that, forget about a 7% yield, you're seeing stuff at like 25%, 30%. And I'm not saying I'm just chasing a 30% yield, but like, guys, even if I could sell off Canoe EIT and put it into HDIV with a proven history of dividend increases, with like a 10.5 or 11% yield, I'll still be increasing my monthly income. As well as something else I wanted to mention with this NAV situation. I don't know, because I'm not a professional or investment advisor, but it always trades quite a bit under like the actual NAV that you're seeing 1616, and the trading price on the stock market's 1550. And I have to wonder, is that because of this annual redemption feature? They want to keep the NAV higher so that people will redeem units at the end of the year, and like it's a closed-end fund, so there's different things they can do to, how they want to manage it. But then for unit holders who don't want to sell their investment, you're kind of like slowed with your price appreciation, and they're not increasing the dividends. So, if this annual redemption feature is like their way of adding even more value instead of increasing the dividend, it's just not for me, guys. It's just not for me. It's a great anchor for a portfolio for sure. I'm not against this fund, but over the last year or so, there's just been too many reasons, in my opinion, for me to want to exit it. So, in summary, I won't be taking this annual redemption. I kind of wish I could, because to get like, over $16 a unit would be really, really nice. But if you guys didn't know about this, check it out. It's on their website. It's the annual redemption feature. I think you've got like another month to sign up. So this is Canoe EIT, guys. Great fund, closed-end fund, one of the biggest in Canada for sure. Great track record. But like I said, guys, there's lots of new income-oriented ETFs out there. And my opinion, I want to see that natural dividend growth. And I want to see, I don't want to see my stock price or my ETF price kind of kneecapped because they want to keep the NAV higher for, a redemption feature or something like that. I'm not saying that's what they're doing here, but it just, to me, it's a feature that they've now added on the front page as something that, as unit holders, this is like, a good positive thing. And, it is. But again, I'm trying to buy and hold. I'm not really trying to sell off my units if I don't need to, which is why natural growth is important, share price growth, and dividend growth would be nice too over time, right? Over time, especially with these higher yields, it takes time. So yeah, that's kind of just my blurb on Canoe EIT, guys. Check it out. It could be a great addition to a portfolio. Like I said, it's a great anchor. Kind of when things are in the red, it's either almost in the green or flat. Like they handle and manage this fund very, very well. But if you're looking for higher yields, there's probably better offerings out there. Just take a look around and see what else is out there. To me, I always kind of go back to HDIV as a comparison, but I know they're kind of different the way they're structured as well. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Everybody have a great week out there, and we'll catch you in the next.